Hello everybody! So, we are going to be live with the Genshin Impact Story Quest. We're gonna be wrapping up Fontaine here and doing the everlasting dream with the twins. So I think that should be fun. That's our goal for today. So just give me a moment. We're gonna get everything set up. And then I'm going to tweet out the stream. And we should be good to go. Hell yeah. In the meantime, enjoy this lovely music that the game provides. Oops. Whoops, hope you didn't hear my voice doubled there for a second. My bad. Alright, just gonna tweet out the stream now. If Twitter wants to cooperate, that is. While we wait, did you guys hear Crimson Ruse's new cover? Fuck yeah. He did a great job. Hopefully we'll be able to hear more from him in the future. So where we are in the story is we are in the fortress of Meripede, and we are basically Fremine just got rescued from the primordial sea, and that's about where we're at. So here we go. Just letting it load. All that good stuff. Alright, yeah, see, here we are with Fremine and his siblings, along with the little Melazine, whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, some of that. Go ahead and claim those. A special event. We will do that later, because we are not interested in doing that right now. Alright, some more things. Oh, a web event for Siegeween. Siegeween, that's her name. We won't be doing that though. Alright, there we go, there we go. And we'll worry about that special event later. So let's check our quests. Events. Yeah, we're not really interested in the TCG, so we don't really do that. Quest. Gosh, ever since they moved everything, it's been confusing. Whew. So what else we gotta take care of? Ah, yes, the adventure handbook. Alright, cool. And the battle pass. Yeah, that's right. Now that those are off the screen, let's talk to Fremine and see what happened.
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Spooky.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
Ooh.
Where could could Master Child be?
Indeed. Alright, let's look for child. And we're just gonna take the easy way down. Alright, time to find child. Or perhaps get into danger. Most likely the latter.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Let's get it going. Alright, there we go. Cool, cool. Alright. Oh, no. Well, we just fell. That's unfortunate. Might as well just accept our fate. Oops. Well, that was embarrassing. But these things happen, I suppose. Alright. Let's go turn the wheel again. Alright. Looks like we gotta go this way then. Seems like we're good. Up the stairs.
Hup! Hup!
Hop, hop. Alright. Bringing this to our level. Very cool, very cool. Start. No? Interesting. Okay. Let's bring it back up. Oh, I see, there it is. It's over here, so we gotta spin it around.
It's getting stuck on something.
Uh-oh.
Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
How are we supposed to do that then? Try it just... Okay. Let's see. I wonder if we bring it back down to us? We bring it back down and then try it? That makes sense. Alright, let's bring it back down. I think that is what indeed we have to do. Alright, let's go. But how are we supposed to get back up? That's another question. Alrighty. Thank goodness for wind gliders. We cannot do this. Now that's left us in a tricky spot. Oh dear. Okay. We might have to just fall again. Unless we can get across. Oh, no. Just barely didn't make it. Oh well. Oh well. Let's bring it back. And then let's see. This is a tricky one. Guess I didn't expect that. Can we climb on this maybe? No? Unless we can make it from here. Because if we go over there, that's just going to take it back down again. No, we cannot do that. Shit. Oh, and now we're going to fall again. No! Well, down we go. This is quite a tricky one, I have to say. What should we do here? What should we do? Tricky. Is there another way to rotate it? Maybe like in the opposite direction? No? Try adjusting the rotary plate? But where the fuck is that? See, that doesn't make any sense because I don't even know where that is. Is it this thing? Yeah, see, it doesn't let us. Maybe it's that? It could be that. Huh. That's a very good possibility, but I don't think so. This is quite a doozy. Okay, let's bring her up again. Let's heal Fremine up real quick. With some food. There we go. Adjust the rotary plate. We might even have to look this up, because if we try this, it's just gonna keep hitting that. Try adjusting the rotary plate into the correct angle, but that doesn't make any sense. Where do we do that? Because there really isn't anything here to do that with. Now we could jump across, but we'll likely fall again. So where do we adjust the rotary plate at? Is it that thing? No, that can't be it. Shoosh. I actually have to admit, I'm kind of stumped. Where do we... What do we do? What do we do? So we just try this, it's just gonna keep hitting that, yeah. Very, very tricky. But I bet the truth is super simple too, which is probably really annoying. Do we hit these maybe? No? 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 Shoosh. I might need to take a minute to look this up. Sorry, folks. Because I don't want to be running around just like a chicken with head cut off forever. So let's take a minute to look this up, because I am actually stumped. Hey, look, it was the first thing at the top of the search. Oh, that's funny. Clearly, I'm not the only one who's had this issue. Alright. When he contacts you...
It's easy to fix a machine when you know how it's built and how it works. But people, they're much more difficult.
Oh, Fremine, you're so sweet. He really is sweet. I love him to bits. Okay, it says once you're at the top level of the room, activate the far device to rotate the platform. Continue along. Well, see, that doesn't help. Let's see. Once you're at the top level of the room, activate the far device to rotate the platform. Then continue along the path deeper into the pipes to reach the water and begin your dive. Ah, so we have to look for somewhere to dive. Okay, I guess I would have never expected that. No, that can't be it. We've got to get this turned around somehow. Ooh, frustrating. If only we could raise it while we were standing on it, that would help. Yeah, I can see we can't turn it here. Definitely can't turn it there. So let's see, let's backtrack. Retrace our steps. See if we missed anything at all. Okay, so we were doing it backwards. Sometimes it'd be like that, but at least we figured it out now. Now we should be good to go. Yay! Alright, there we go, there we go. Alright, further into the pipe with Mr. Fremine, the sweetheart. The apple of my eye. He is such a darling, though. And looks like a diving we will go. Alright.
This is where the water starts. Okay.
Oh, here's his specialty.
Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Oh, Fremine, no. He can't dive like you. Too shallow to dive. There we go. Whee! Oh god, I love the swimming and diving in Fontaine. It really can't be beat, honestly. And as some people have pointed out...
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction.
And as some people have pointed out, that the swimming...
There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
That the swimming and diving is almost like flying, and when the traveler is...
The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
Oh.
Wait. What the?
Uh-oh.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Oh goodness. Hurry, Fremine, hurry. As I was saying though, as we rush to safety, for the traveler, this must be the closest thing to flying that they could have experienced lately, simply because they have lost the use of their wings.
I can't die here.
Crimine!
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Oh no. Oh, that must be Clorand, because she is the one who found him. Thank God. Phew, that's a relief. That's for sure.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone, but there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clorand brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clorand, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clorand will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Got it. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
He wants to stay with Fremine.
Lenny,
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Aw.
understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
Alright. First of all, let's see how many, if we have enough. We probably don't, but... Oh, and we got an achievement as well. Yay. Let's see. Ever since they moved this tab, oof, it's been confusing. That's for sure. Yeesh. And for those who are just joining us, yes, I am indeed a Traveler maid. I think it's kind of silly to play a game about the Traveler and then not use the Traveler. Like, are you guys crazy or something? Whew. My Traveler is Dendro, and I use the Hyper Bloom strat,
I'll protect us.
with Sucrose as my backup DPS. She's pretty cool like that. All of my characters are decked out, and Barbara is even C6, so that's fun. Yeah! Time to find Risley, though. Should we just jump down? Yeah, let's just jump. Hehehe. Instead of worrying about all that nonsense. And I even, as you can see, I even have the Sumeru glider, because it's too pretty to pass up. That took quite a while to get. Whew, all those dailies. Alright, talk to Risley. Here we go.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremine's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewien?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clorand. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Ooh.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
All right, buddy, you're treading on thin ice there. They are mad at you.
But where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went, so I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you!
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Because
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Because we're friends with Neuvillette.
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Whatever.
Oh, right! Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Clarant down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good Mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
True.
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes.
Follow me.
Ooh. Alright, Mr. Weasley, lead the way. Where the fuck did he go? Probably downstairs. Yep. Alright, alright. Oh, a secret staircase.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Alright, let's go. Let's go.
stand on the central plate.
Ooh, we're gonna go
Wait,
down.
is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Oh, Paimon, please. Don't act so surprised. It's not like this is the first time we've seen something like this. We've been all over Sumeru. For crying out loud.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
Isolation gates.
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Intriguing. Alright.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Paimon, really? Of course there is. Sheesh.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one!
Go on, have a look.
Oh wow, he's just gonna let us in there, huh? Traveler privileges, I guess. Hehehe.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes, that's very likely.
That's kind of scary.
Forget about the 2 of us! Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
What the hell's it doing down there in the first place, though? That's strange.
Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
That's fucking horrifying. Honestly.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Ooh, scary. Can you imagine that? And imagine if it really did take everybody, the Traveler would be the only person left. And unless there's a couple people who aren't from Fontaine, and they would be equally horrified. Yikes.
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So, as the Duke of Meripede, just what do you plan to do about it? A good question.
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
Alright. Oh.
This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Oh, these two.
Junior, he's not alone. Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin? Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining. Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meripede?
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Okay,
Guys,
you
focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
Paimon. That's funny.
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Alright, alright.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit.
Ooh.
And here you go.
Whoa.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria, and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
True.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
I see.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
So, is he planning to take everyone in the fortress of Meripede and in Fontaine, if he can, on this ship and ride out of the primordial seas rising? Interesting.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the
Why?
fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
We haven't been talking that damn long. What's the matter with you?
I'll leave you here for now.
Gee, thanks.
Thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Alright, I guess we talk to Lenny. That boat, when it faded into view, kind of looked like, shoot, the world that Image Silk built under the water in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, here we go.
We're back!
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
Nah.
How can can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sejuin.
Or Clarand.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sejuin is also busy with something or other, so let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Very good.
Whoa, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
You sure did.
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more,
Ding, ding,
the
ding.
Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
You're super smart.
He sure is.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Clarand to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
Bingo, Linny, bingo. He's so smart.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Oh, please.
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side, which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Oh, Fremine. We went through the whole Thelxie thing with you. Don't act so surprised. That quest was crazy.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
Aww, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
Paimon. Sheesh.
Paimon's hungry.
When are you not hungry?
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
When is she not hungry? Goodness. Wouldn't be surprised if she's secretly a black hole or something. Anyways, now that we have a minute, how's everybody's day doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Is it morning, noon, or night for you? Either way, I'm glad you popped into the stream. I'm glad that if anyone pops into the stream, because I hope you are all doing well. If you've made it this far into the stream so far, comment your favorite season. Is it spring, summer, fall, winter? Mine is fall, because that is the superior season. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, everything's beautiful outside, and yes, even pumpkin spice. I say that jokingly, but also not, because it does taste pretty damn good. Anyways, looks like we're gonna get some food.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Oh, Siegeween.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Siegeween?
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat?
We can choose.
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
The Traveler is so cute.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon!
No problem. Just leave it to me.
So delicious.
Free dinners are absolutely the best, that's true.
Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second, we did do plenty of work after all.
Paimon.
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
Delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Siegeween, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well?
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos. Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
I love when the Traveler makes that face. It's so funny. His facial expressions really are hilarious. That's for sure. Alright. Looks like we gotta go rest though. Let's see. Yeah, this way. Maybe? Where's the trail? We'll just go around. Already headed that way anyways. Oh, now the trail appears. But yeah, the travelers' faces are so funny sometimes. The smug, the annoyed. It's all just, it's a hoot, really. Let's also take care of this real quick. No, not the map. Not the special event. The adventure handbook. There we go. Yay, Primo Gems. Alright, now leave me alone. And of course, the Battle Pass. And we gotta do this now. Let's see. Go to the dormitories. Alright, I wonder if we'll have another dream or maybe a vision of Child doing whatever the hell it is he's doing. I like the music down here, it's so nice. Alright, time to get some sleep.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Yep. Damn, she's out like a light. Yep, she just went straight to sleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Cute.
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
What the fuck?
What happened? Why is everyone running?
Uh-oh, is it the sea?
No
Oh,
idea,
no.
but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
And what's that rumbling noise? Yeah, what's that sound? Ooh, this is not good. Oh, the alarm. We gotta get the fuck up out of here. Ooh, I bet people are already gone. This sure seemed to happen quick.
What happened? Why is everyone running around?
They're evacuating.
Hey, what are you doing?
They're evacuating, that's what's happening.
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people? people. They won't even talk to us.
Duh, Paimon, they're running for their lives.
They're here! There you are!
Oh, it's you.
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here.
Yep, they're heading towards the
Lavaroon
surface.
was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
We gotta run.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
Yeah, I don't think we got time to worry about why they're evacuating. We gotta run. Because it's definitely the Primordial Sea.
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Run, 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 run. Exactly,
Oh, no.
Traveler.
It can't be that thing.
It is. Now
Whoa,
run.
wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Uh-oh.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
I think you two need to run.
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Nah. I know it's the Fortress of Maripede,
Attention,
but...
please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Prisoners be damned, open those damn doors. Straight up.
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards.
Dude,
If
you need to
you're
get out of
already
here.
at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards
are you-
as possible.
What are you doing? Yeah, run, fool. There they go, good.
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
I knew the gate was probably gonna break at some point, but damn, that happened a lot quicker than I thought it would. Oof, scary.
They're here.
Just like I said.
We have it.
Oh shit.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Is he gonna break it himself? Oh wait, no, he's gonna try to freeze it. 'Cause he's cryo, right? A little too late. Yeah. He is gonna try to freeze it. Okay. That's not gonna last. That's not gonna last at all. Yeah, I didn't think so. Run. Go, 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 go!
3, 2, 1.
They're like watertight bulkheads. That makes sense. Ooh. That was close, sir. By the skin of your fucking teeth. Oh my god!
This won't hold it for long.
No
Find
shit.
Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Ooh.
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Yeah. That's scary.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
Not long at
That
all.
depends on us.
Holy fuck. That's not gonna hold long at all. You guys should just cut your losses and run.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Oh dear.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
Nah, you gotta get...
Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Nah, Nouvellette, you need to tell people You need to tell the people of Fontaine get the fuck out of here.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Dude, we don't got time for this. I love you, Nouvellette, but we don't have time for this. You need to tell the people of Fontaine to leave immediately. I don't know where they're fucking gonna go, but you need to tell them to get the hell out of here. Because that door is definitely not gonna hold. Just like Risley said. Oh look, the two agents.
Look! There are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there! The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry!
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
Oh boy, we don't got time for this. People of Fontaine gotta run. Here we are.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Oh.
Of course, of course! How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler.
Yes,
I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the knave, one of the 11 Fatui harbingers.
Yes, I bet you have.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
No kidding.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a
Not
taste
really.
in desserts with Farina and I.
But okay.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know.
Bullshit.
Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
You are so full of shit, lady.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Neuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Neuvillette.
Well, that's because Nouvellette is the Hydro Sovereign. Like, I don't know what you expected, lady.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that child is still alive.
Oh. And just how do you know that?
Yeah, what?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
Yeah, we don't know.
The Fortress of Mirapede lies
oh my
deep beneath the
God.
waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But there is also no evidence he's been injured or killed.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
No, why would he write like that? That does not seem like his style at all.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
Oh, shit.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Oh. Yes. There's no point in denying it. It's true. Oh shit, here comes Duvalette. He might be able to hold it back for a little while.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
No.
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Risley, please. You know.
Sounds about right.
Oh shit. Come on, Duvalette.
Day
you can
may
do it.
come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day! This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race.
Wow.
A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
What the fuck? He sealed it. That is insane.
The sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
What? That was crazy. What the fuck? That was really cool, though.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Yeah, for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
I would not think so, Nuvalet. Don't think so. They are the Fatui after all.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontainian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
Damn.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures!
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I mean...
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high!
Tell him, girl.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
That's none of your business, thank you. Probably because she's a Fatui. It's none of her business.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
Risley has.
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Oh, Farina.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
Maybe it's an energy source.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro
Again, that's
Archon?
probably none of your business,
Oh,
you know.
right. I almost forgot. Udex Nuvilette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
Oh, he can. And he did.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
Oh, Paimon, no. Well, this is just
Oh,
awkward.
Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
It's also probably poison.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table.
Yeah, the cake.
And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well, we'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Oh, I do not trust that at all. You must be crazy, lady.
Coming too.
I guess we gotta go talk to the knave. Awkward. Especially since I don't trust her, nor do I like her. Yeah, everyone else is like, oh, the knave is so cool. Nah, boring, pass. Next. When are we gonna get to see the captain? Now that's a Fatui Harbinger that I want to see. Forget Arlecchino or whatever the fuck her stupid name is. The captain, Pantalone, those are far, far more interesting harbingers than she ever will be. Just like Rosaline. Rosaline was also boring. Yawn. Boring motives. Lame. Glad you got turned to dust by the Electro Archon. Seriously. The second I saw her do that, I don't even like the Electro Archon either, but that was chef's kiss. Never have to see your stupid ass again.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
I mean, yeah.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
Sure you would.
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children.
No, you don't.
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Ridesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina?
Why do you want to know?
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
No. Yeah,
Forget
no.
it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Farina.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you!
Oh, she's in disguise. Interesting.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed.
Spooky.
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Eudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article.
Close.
I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
The Oratress.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the Fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. we now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
All right. Now that cutscene is thankfully over.
You should know
Or
the
not.
rest. Linny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
We'll wait for this to finish.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Anyways, I'll be right back, folks. Seems it's time to get something to eat. Hee. So I'll be right back and we'll leave it on this scene. Hello everyone, I'm back. Just grabbed something to eat real quick. And we shall continue the quest. Headphones on. And let's go.
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, The leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
I remember when that was a theory, though, that he actually was the Hydro Archon. Just like the theory that Baiju was the original Dendro Archon, even he was just chilling in Liyue. No, but Neuvillette is something much, much more.
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
Why do I feel like we're not going to get a choice in that matter? It's like every time we go somewhere, all the Fatui gotta stick their nose into our business. Ugh, sheesh.
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
You know, I hate to admit it, but she's probably right. Like, we can never escape that shit, for real.
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Damn, as if he's a piece of property or something.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur.
Oh, they will.
Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate. So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives. Permission granted.
You have enough power to force back... Ooh. There we go, sorry about that. You have enough power to force back the Primordial Sea. Does this mean you have a deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
That's true, they are kind of
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
That's obvious.
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
Hydro Archon, or no, sorry. Hydro Dragon, don't cry. Yeah, see, there it is. Fremine nailed it, right on the head.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
Took him long enough.
The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised. Farina?
Neverlet! Neverlet, are you listening?
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the Dragon Sovereign of Water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
Oh, he is.
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the Dragon Sovereign of Water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried.
Oh, we want to go back there? You must be crazy.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Alright, I guess we're gonna head back to the fortress, though. Nope. Wrong button. That's too far. We'll just teleport there. Forget all that. Let's go. First, I guess we'll talk to Risley. Let's do it. Enter the office. Ha ha ha. Probably up the stairs. All that good stuff. No, he's not even here. Could he be watching the sluice gate that Neuvillette sealed? It's possible. Alright. Guess we'll just go to the closest one to us. Ah, it's these two. Seems they're alright.
You guys are back?
Quisto! Macaroon!
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell them I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals, is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
I am sure the welfare meals just have skyrocketed in quality recently. Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Alright, to the next. Let's see, where are we headed now? Interesting. He's making us go back to Weasley's office. Unless we should go down. Oh, that's possible. Because I just was going to accept that he wasn't in it. Because that would make sense. Let's go check the downstairs area then. I suppose. Yeah, so he's probably chilling down here. I did not even think about that. Oh, it's these two. Okay.
Jurier, Miss Sijween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? It's you two.
Junior, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
Well, they just get married already. Seriously.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Sure. Alright, on to the next area. And if you've made it this far into the video or the stream, once again, thanks for popping by. I certainly do appreciate it. So it looks like we're going to talk to Sijween. Yep, Sijween it is.
Sijween! Traveler, Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing alright? Did either of you get hurt? We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being. Oh, of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervillette know that he was needed here? Well, Monsieur Nervillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright.
Bombshell bros.
If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
A.K.A.
Just
Mario
let me know
and
if you get a
Luigi.
craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Wolsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
know what? Screw this. Yeah, let's get there that way. See if we can get there that way anyways. Better than running in circles. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, the Bombshell Bros. Obviously Mario and Luigi. Ha ha ha. But yeah, if you've made it this far into the stream, what's your favorite Mario character? Is it Bowser, Boo? Personally, my favorite is actually King Boo. Used to love playing him in Mario Party when I could. Seems we can't go this way. Well, shoot, at least we got some beetles out of it. Alright, let's try over here, maybe. They might have just taken us back where we were, but no. Okay, no, we're in the production zone, okay. This music sounds like a spooky murder mystery down here. I love Azer so much. He's a great character. Like I said, how are you gonna play a game about the Traveler and then not play the Traveler? Like, that's just silly. Seems this is also not the area. Well, where the hell is it? Somewhere up here, maybe? Let's see. No? I think I see what we need to do. Do. Yeah, see, this does not make any sense. Unless we gotta get on a different elevator. Oh, this place is such a maze. Goodness me. Okay, this way. No, definitely not that way. Says up, can't really go that way unless, you know what, forget it, we're just gonna climb the pipe, and we can't do that either. Alright. How frustrating. Obviously we have to take some kind of elevator, but still, ugh. Maybe over here? Think so. Yeah, no, definitely not there. Well, what the hell? Let's try going here. Let's see if we can't get there that way. Ooh. Seems we're on the right level this time. They should just call this place the Maze of Mirapede, seriously. Quick, look busy. Never know when the Duke is gonna show up. Just like that Star Wars episode where that guy was literally doing nothing, just trying to look busy. It was really funny. Or no, sorry, Star Trek. That's right, Star Trek episode. It looked like he was turning some kind of wheel, but there was literally nothing in his hands. It's pretty funny. Oh! Wow, they're still here.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, Linny.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from it, eh?
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clarant in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
What didn't she say to
A
us?
few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
Yeah, because Fatui Harbingers gotta stick their nose into literally all of our business. We can't go one nation without them bugging us. Mondstadt, Scaramouche, and Rosaline. Yes, Scaramouche was actually the first Harbinger you meet in this game, surprisingly, during the Unreconciled Stars quest. And then, of course, Rosaline being a nuisance, and a very boring character, I may add. Yeah, no, I don't like her. I did not like her then, and I don't like her now. Everyone's like, oh, Rosaline, yawn! Anyways. And then, of course, Liyue was the first time we met Child, and then you know him. He's been a thorn in our side ever since. And then, let's see, Inazuma. Of course, it was Scaramouche again. And Rosaline. How ironic. And then in Sumeru, let's see, it was the Torre and maybe a little bit of Scaramouche. So that seems to be a repeating thing. And then now in Fontaine, it's the Knave. But at least if we're going to have to keep running into Harbingers, we could at least meet some interesting Harbingers like the Captain, thank you.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic.
Sure it is, Linny.
You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
No, no.
Father is
No,
very
no.
capable and also trustworthy.
Kids, she's a Fatui. That is the farthest thing from that she is. She wants to use us, just like she's using you. Get a grip.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it. Huh. That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely.
Yes,
Well,
indeed.
next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Or maybe not. Maybe we should just have the Fatui leave us alone for a little while. Don't you think? Because we keep getting roped into their shit as well. Bleh. I like skipping. Whee. But yeah, wee. Oh, now we gotta go back down and talk to Riesli. Now that he'll finally be in his office. Or maybe at the boat. Nope, he's in his office. Okay. Is Clorand up there too? Who knows? Who knows? Nope, just Breezely. Okay.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Eudex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
Well, you don't have to say it like that, Breezely. Sheesh.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Clorand has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Clorand received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've
Oh,
already
thanks.
wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
Gee, thanks.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Paimon. I mean, I guess it is a free place to sleep, but come on, girl.
You may access the cafeteria for free. Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Yeah, we ain't coming back, Breezely. Like, you realize that is literally not gonna happen. That's actually really fucking funny. Like, yeah, sure. Not like we can just not like we can't just leave at any fucking time. No, we'll just keep coming back. Free hotel. Woo! That is so fucking goofy. I love it. But as I said before, I wonder if we'll have a dream this time about what Child is doing. Because, I mean, that seal on the primordial water, that's not gonna last forever. No, definitely not. All right. To the dormitories, which is this way. If you ask me, they should have just kept everybody evacuated, because like I said, that seal Neuvillette put on there, that's not gonna last forever. Not even close. And it's probably gonna happen when they least expect it now, because they have a false sense of security. Not good.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same. Being free sure feels pretty special now. Huh? How did you know?
Because I know you.
Hey, that's not true! All right. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends. There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go.
Aww.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Oh, see, look at his cute face. He's so fucking adorable. Hehehe.
You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Sorry about that.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary. We should be safe now, right?
You say that, but no.
Alright then, good night to you, Traveler.
I wonder if we'll have another vision. Ah, yes, here it is. Damn, that thing's huge. Alright, Cataclysm's Quickening. Complete. Deluge of Wrathful Waters. Oh yeah. Oop. Let's see how many we have now, Primo Gem wise. Let's get another one. Alright. Let's see. Alright, let's switch the time. Wait, hold on. 8 to 12, okay. Gonna manipulate time here. Good enough. Alright, there we go. Some time has passed and your sentence is almost finished.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now!
And then everything's gonna go wrong. Masquerade of the Guilty. Yep, there it is. And then suddenly everything goes wrong all at once. Dun dun dun. Let's just glide our way down. Instead of trying to figure out where do we go, where do we go? Nah. Yeah. Alright. Should we go this way? Yeah, we should go this way. Time to bounce. But also not.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and... Huh?
I knew it. Also, Paimon, what the hell are you talking about? Also, Paimon, what the hell are you talking about? We were literally just outside. But yeah, I knew it. I knew it. As soon as we were about to leave, everything would fucking... shit would hit the fucking fan.
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Girl, you should run.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Evacuate. Y'all need to leave. Probably should have stayed out of the fortress the first time. Because Nuvalent Seal is just never gonna hold. Not forever. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, time to talk to the Duke. Hee hee. Alright.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
There's no way he didn't notice that.
The earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now?
Yes, goodbye, Siegeween.
That's right! Today is our last day in prison! But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice.
Paimon.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now.
Oh my gosh, she's so fucking
Then be
silly.
sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
I don't know about that, Siegeween.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
Nah, he's got stuff to do, girl.
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Wow, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
That's what I'm saying.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
What are you talking about? We have each other.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
No.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble.
Definitely not.
Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here,
Let's go talk to
we
Neuvillette.
should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
Oh yeah, let's go.
You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
You can say that again. There's so much going on that even you two don't realize it. Anyways, let's get out of the Fortress of Mirapede and head to the Palais Mermonia. Hehehe. Oh no, not there. Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, let's go there real quick. And see what happens. I don't think we have any of the hydro-oculi, but if we do, we're gonna find out. Or not. Never mind. No, wait. Spoke too soon once again. Ha! Let's see. Statue of the Seven. We don't. I didn't think so. Okay. Alright, into the Palais Mermonia. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hehehe.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Huh. Her voice sounded off just now.
Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Alright, let's go.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Sure has. When we get shots like that, it makes me feel like we're being watched.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
Well, thank you.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Is that a typewriter?
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
That is a big old typewriter, damn.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Interesting.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you have managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's not from Fontaine. If he was, he would have been dead a long time ago.
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about
Oh yeah,
it.
the earthquake.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no!
Oh,
What about all the people there?
Oh no, that can't be good, so let me see. So, Nouvelette sealed the sluice gate underneath the Fortress of Meripede, so the primordial seawater has found somewhere else to go. So his seal is still holding for now, but the water has found another outlet, and it's in Poisson. Oh shit, that's bad. That's really bad. Those people, ooh, they're not gonna make it. Yikes.
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon.
Me too.
If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
Whew. Yeah, let's get the fuck over there.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Yep, see you there.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Well, we'll be fine. We're not from Fontaine either, but yeah. I'm suspecting since Nouvelette sealed the sluice gate, the primordial seawater has found another outlet, and it is in Poisson. Which makes sense, because even if you block something long enough, it's still gonna escape one way or the other. And it may just escape from a different route than you previously expected. Kind of like a river overflowing its banks in a flood. You can sandbag one area until you're blue in the face, And the other area is just gonna flood and overflow. Ooh, that was close. Alright, let's go to Poisson. I know it made complete sense for the Primordial Sea to find another way in. Because it's going to, one way or the other. Whether it's the fortress, whether it's Poisson, whether it's somewhere else.
Oh no! What happened here?
Ooh. Oh my god, the people are all gone, aren't they? Oh no, I think they were.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her.
Oh dear. Yeah. Even if Navia herself is fine, it doesn't take much of the primordial seawater to get everybody. And they would have had no warning. So everyone down here is probably gone.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
Yeah, they're gone.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right. Just hurry.
Oh dear. Okay, there's...
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
Oh crap. Did it get his daughter? Oh dear. Well, it seems that some people survived the immediate aftermath of the primordial waters, but still, that's not good.
My Desiree!
Oh god. Yeah, they're all gone. I don't know whether you call them lucky or unlucky. Because everyone they've ever loved is probably gone. Jeez.
He looks pretty sad.
No kidding.
My leg! My leg!
Oh god, did it get her leg?
How could this have happened? It hurts!
Okay, well.
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Okay, so it might be just broken. Oh, this is so bad. Continue looking for Navia. Oh, there she is. At least she seems... Yeah. I guess I'm not surprised if she's still alive.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there.
Whew.
Hey, Navia. Are you okay?
You're here.
Oh dear, she's so upset.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain.
I think we know already, Navia. You don't need to explain.
A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved.
Yep.
Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties.
Yeah, I'm sure there
Fortunately,
were.
the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end.
For now. Don't rest on your laurels yet, Navia. It'll probably happen again.
The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again.
Oh, it will.
All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
Oh, it'll happen
How
again.
awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
But it's not.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Uh-oh.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Mm-mm.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
She doesn't want to answer us.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters.
Oh dear.
Of course, we should remain ready for anything.
Yes.
And continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance.
Expect it to happen
Traveler,
again.
Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Interesting.
Huh? Right now?
She wants to go somewhere where she feels at peace.
Thank you.
Oh, really? I guess that's the sucky part of being on multiple quests at once. How annoying. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna take a little detour to do that. Let's go ahead and get our achievement, though. Wonders of the world. And on that note, I'm going to go grab some water, because it's important to stay hydrated. And then once we do that, we will continue where we are right now. Alright, and we are back. We need to get some water to stay hydrated. Always a good thing to do. And now let us continue. Go to the cemetery. Oh, that's right. Let's see. Looks like we're gonna have to take a slight detour here for a second. And let's just go here. Or we can just kill two birds with one stone. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is Lenny's quest. So we'll go ahead and just get this part out of the way. I hate when this happens.
You took your time.
Sorry, I bumped into the Traveler and Charlotte en route, and we ended up chatting for a while.
It's been a while, Lynette. We're working as Lenny's temporary assistants in the investigation of the Phantom Weasel.
Thank you. It's good to have you helping.
So, what's the situation? Have you seen Gemma?
Sorry about that.
Nope. I've been here a while, and she still hasn't shown up.
How bizarre. Maybe it was bad intel. Well, we won't get anywhere by standing around waiting. Traveler, Paimon, let's go ask around.
Sure, let's bother the people in the cemetery, shall we? Alright. Yeah, looks like we gotta bother them. Oops. Or maybe this dude.
Excuse me, good sir. Do you by any chance know a Gemma?
Gemma? You mean Caesar's fiance? Sure I do. What's this about?
I'm just trying to get a hold of her because I need her help with something. I heard she comes here a lot.
Yeah, she does. Poor thing. It's no secret why either.
She's heartsick. Ever since Caesar passed away, she's been coming here once every week to clean his grave. Often, she just sits there in front of his headstone, lost in thought. Sometimes she talks to herself. I asked her what she was doing once. She said she wanted to speak to him again. She knows he's gone and can't hear her from the grave, but she just likes to spend time there, telling her fiancé all about how her life is going.
And she's been doing this ever since Caesar passed away? Oh, so 10 years. Wow. Their love must have been really strong.
I'll bet. Caesar's reputation fell apart after his identity was revealed, so no one else visits his grave. Gemma's the only one who still thinks about him after all these years.
Oh dear.
I don't know if the mind lives on in the waters after death, but if it does, I'm sure Caesar must be grateful to have someone who remembers him fondly.
That's interesting.
If I'm honest, I think this is all so unfair to poor Gemma. Her fiancé was a low-life crook. He doesn't deserve someone like her.
Ooh.
Anyway, all of that said, she's running later than usual today. Normally, she'd be sitting in front of his grave by now. I wonder if she's okay. Well, that's everything I know, I'm afraid. You might have more luck asking some other people.
All right, well, thanks for sharing all of this with us. We'll keep asking around.
You're welcome. I just hope she'll be able to move on one day.
Yeah, 10 years. Come on, girl. Okay, now can we get back to the quest we want to be on? Oh, not that. Nope, still not yet. Damn. Okay.
Did you hear the news? They're saying the Phantom Weasel's back.
You're kidding. Wait, isn't he dead?
I don't know anymore. All sorts of news flying around nowadays. I can never tell what's true and what isn't. But what if, just hypothetically, I mean, what if this weasel's the real deal and Caesar was framed?
Called it. Seriously, 10 years ago, on the day it all went down, I said to myself, you know what? This guy's been set up. The Caesar I knew was a good guy. He gave balloons to children on the street, for Pete's sake. What, are we supposed to believe that he was a balloon thief or something? Give me a break.
Sir, I'm pretty sure you didn't know any of that, and you're just blowing hot air.
Oh, please. Weren't you the one cursing his name to high heaven when the police announced the news? You were all, oh, that gosh darn lousy son of a, you think you know a guy, or words to that effect.
Wait, did I say that? I don't seem to recall.
Sure you don't.
Hello there. Sorry for disturbing you, but I couldn't help but notice you were discussing the Phantom Weasel. We're actually quite interested in this topic as well, but we're struggling to get to the bottom of it. Do you think you could spare a moment to tell us a little bit about Caesar?
You've come to the right people. Yep, I was there. Back when Caesar used to perform magic tricks on the street. He was a great magician. The best trick I ever saw him do was pop a transparent balloon, only for a whole bunch of doves to fly out from the inside. I was right up close and didn't blink or look away once, but for the life of me, I still don't have the faintest clue how he pulled it off. Really incredible stuff.
I saw him perform too. He always used to bring some gifts along for the kids who came to watch his show, and he'd hand them out after he was done. Sometimes, he even got the kids to write their wishes down, and then he'd make the items on the wish list appear in his next show.
Huh. He doesn't sound like such a bad guy.
But after he died, there were also rumors that he used the wish list to find out what was precious to people, with the intent to steal it later. As I'm sure you know, the Phantom Weasel would steal just about anything from anyone.
Whatever the case, now that the Weasel is back, Caesar's become a hot topic once more. I bet Gemma must be pleased. If Caesar's name gets cleared, maybe it'll finally give her some solace after all this time.
True.
No, speak of the devil. That's her over there. If you've got any more questions about Caesar, she's definitely the one to ask.
She's not gonna be happy about that.
So that's Gemma. Is it just Paimon, or does it look like something's wrong? Wait, it looks like she's injured. Come on, let's see if she's okay.
Uh-oh.
Hi there. You're Gemma, right?
Who's asking?
Don't be afraid. We mean no harm. It looks like you're injured. How bad is it?
Thanks for your concern, but you didn't answer my question. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
My name is Linny, and this is my sister Lynette.
My name's Paimon, and this here's the Traveler. We're investigating the Phantom Weasel.
The Weasel posted a warning letter this morning. If he still lives, that means that Caesar was falsely accused. You knew Caesar better than anyone else. So if you're willing, we'd love to hear what you think about all this. I promise you can trust us. We won't hurt you. In fact, we'll do all we can to keep you safe.
I never believed that he was the Weasel.
Huh. I suspected as much. Okay, so going back 10 years, do you remember anything strange in the weeks leading up to the accident? Did Caesar have a falling out with anyone, for instance?
No, not that I know of.
Got it. All right, sorry for disturbing you.
If you don't have any more questions, please leave. I want to be alone with him.
Judging by the look on her face, there's definitely something fishy about her.
She's lying. She definitely knows something.
Or maybe she is the Weasel.
That's fair. We're just a bunch of strangers who showed up and started questioning her about things that happened a whole decade ago. It makes sense that she'd be wary around us. In any case, I doubt we'll get any further here, so let's call it a day. Meet me outside Hotel de Boer tomorrow, and then we'll start the next step of our plan.
Okay, now can we get back to the main quest, please? Are you freaking serious? Still? Okay. Man. Let's see. Also, I want to go ahead and, yeah, let's go here. Whew. Sorry about this little detour. It is what it is.
Over here.
Alright, Linny, what you got for us?
Lynette's not joining us today?
I've had her follow Gemma and see if we can make any inroads with her. They should be at a cafe right now. Still, I don't think that Gemma's likely to open up to us. So, we need a contingency plan.
And what would that be?
Today, we'll be looking into a guy named Lorenzo, Caesar's former pupil and assistant. When Caesar passed away, all the stolen goods discovered in his home were confiscated and returned to their rightful owners. But Lorenzo was the only one privy to all his magic secrets, and he inherited his craft. Before long, Lorenzo was the next big magician in town, his fame surpassing even that of his master, and it made him very wealthy. He's since left the magic scene, though, and these days, he's a wealthy businessman with his fingers in a lot of different pies. I had to pull a lot of strings, but I managed to get him to agree to a couple of drinks with me. Be warned, though, I hear he's got a hair-triggered temper. We'd best be careful.
Alright, let's hop to it. Now can we do it? Thank God. Let's go. Back to Poisson. Hopefully I won't have to do that again. Ugh. Alright, to the same cemetery, but now for a different reason. We're gonna talk to Navia. Whew. Alright.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just...
Girl, don't hold it in.
Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again.
Oh, they're both gone.
What should I do, Papa?
I thought it was only one of them.
Huh? What happened to them?
Paimon, come on. Use your brain, girl.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
There's nothing we can do.
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Oh, dear.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Oh,
Personally,
y'all.
I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests.
Oh dear.
But
Nadia.
I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry,
Nadia.
really.
It's not your fault.
Doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Oh dear.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Oh, it's you.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
I don't trust you at all.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster.
Oh, this traveler, are we? We're this traveler, not the traveler, not a traveler. This traveler, like, okay, lady.
Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for others' salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you.
Yeah, well, they should.
Which is why I want to give you this task.
Alright.
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
True.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
It's a
The
trap.
intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Then let's go.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler? All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay,
Well,
the
thanks.
3 of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Alright, here we go. And I think that'll be it for now. For now. I might stream a little later, but I'm gonna end it here for the time being and get myself just a little bitty nap. Wherever you are in the morning, see, I'm a little tired. Wherever you are in the world, be it morning, noon, or night, have a wonderful day and post your candy, your favorite candy, down in the comment section. Bye-bye!